Okay. All right. It's not a formal conversation.
Yeah, all
It's still a very casual conversation, and obviously we'll take some bits and pieces out of this. But yeah, I want to start by asking you, except from the end part, how was how was the overall experience working with Buyers Match?
Yeah, it was great. I don't know how I found you guys online. It was just a random pop-up thing on Facebook that happened, and I then, did my own research, and then I was like, let's try. And then that's how I kind of booked the initial call. And yeah, after I spoke to both Pooja and you, I felt like there's definitely a good vibe I could feel
Mhm.
during that conversation, where you guys are not, pushing for sale kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
more about understanding,
yeah.
the key requirements and that stuff, which really I was impressed with. And then yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I remember the first very conversation that you were having with Pooja, and I was like, oh, this bias agent for a change is actually listening, and she's very calm, and she's listening to what we are saying, and like really asking, open-ended questions, and really trying to come up with the best, I guess, strategy for that
Oh yeah.
particular client, rather than just giving you a cookie cutter solution and just be like, just I have here, just buy this, or this is where you should be, or without even understanding your situations. I kind of felt that, I don't know, I just got the feeling. I'm like, oh, I think, I was telling Raj, I was like, oh, I think we could, let's take this forward and see where this goes, because I think I like Pooja and I really like, the way she was listening
Yeah.
to us. So yeah, so that's how we started off. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we get that. We get that pretty much most of the time because we are very open and transparent with our processes even before sign up. So
Yeah.
this is what we do. This is how we do it. This is what we look at. These are the platforms that we, do our research on. We are happy. I mean, even see what I want to put forward is even if people don't sign up, at least they'll go back with some knowledge that
Yeah.
how this whole things work, right? Property investing, it's very in vogue, if that's the right
Yeah.
word.
I
Everyone
know.
wants to invest in property. But I would say 70% of people don't even understand how this all things work from end to end, not just searching, finding property, my friend is buying in this suburb, I can go and buy in that same suburb. Doesn't work. It
yeah,
does
Yeah,
not work.
100%. I think we've been
And
on
people
the
need.
yeah, we've been on the other side where we've made some wrong calls because of, not knowing how the end-to-end stuff works.
Yeah.
And I think by making mistakes, we've learned what not to make. But I guess if we had this
Yeah.
approach right from the start, I think we would have been in a much
no,
different place
totally.
Yeah.
today than
100%.
what we are. I mean, touch wood, we're still good, but we could have been thousand times better than
No,
what
no,
we
no,
are.
no. All
So
good.
yeah.
So when did this property investing thing started with you guys? As in when this idea of investing in properties, when did it start?
I think
Um,
always. I mean, we've always
It
because we
goes all the way back to 2011.
yeah, because we built a house, our first home when we were quite young in our early 20s. And obviously when
yep.
you're early 20s, you yourself are kids, you don't have that much
Yeah.
knowledge. And the first generation who settled in somewhere, in a different country. So you don't have
Yeah.
any, carry forward knowledge of that particular place around you with you as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think and then I always wanted to make sure that we had more than one house. So I was like,
Yeah.
so that's what I yeah.
Even though our investment started, the investment journey started back in 2011, we are not anywhere close to the active investors who purchase back to
Yeah.
back almost like every year kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, no,
And
Yeah.
that's again
yeah,
due to not having the right mortgage broker connection there.
yeah,
So we were
Exactly.
not being guided, or I'm not blaming anyone here, because we
Yeah.
directly approach a bank for the loan. We never used to
Yes.
deal with a
yeah.
mortgage
So
broker.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
that's where we kind of missed the, loophole of where people purchase properties
Yeah.
using, trust setup and all that kind of stuff.
yeah,
That was
Absolutely,
kind of
absolutely. Very good point. I strongly believe in having a team.
yeah,
If you have the right people around, you instill your trust in them, and it will give you the best outcome. When I say team, if you are into property investing, have an accountant in your kitty,
yes, yeah,
have a mortgage broker, and obviously have a buyer's agent.
Buyer's
So
agent,
if
100%. Yeah.
yeah, so if you have a combination of these three people in your team, there is no reason for you to fail, or you are pretty much insured to have a positive outcome. Because if you connect these three into sort of triangle, then we
Yeah.
can cross. I mean, even I can cross question an accountant's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you are suggesting for buying in a company structure or buying in trust or buying in personal name. Why you're not asking them to do this? Why you're not asking them to do
Mm.
that? And obviously mortgage broker comes up with heaps and heaps of options. It's like, oh, if we flick this thing, it will work this way. If we do this, it will work this way.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's very important to have a team. So
100%.
being into investment, I mean, I think you've done it yourself before, or have you
Yes.
Yeah.
engaged?
Yeah.
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 So why buyer's agent this time? What triggered that?
So prior to this property, we bought a investment property through SMSF,
Yeah.
which was through a buyer's agent as well. And also prior to that SMSF purchase, all our investments were pretty much in Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
And what we
Yeah.
have learned over the course of time is that you should be diversifying your portfolio, which we
Yeah.
haven't until date. And if we have
100%.
to start looking at outside Victoria, where we have limited or no knowledge, then
Mm-hmm.
we have no other option but to rely on buyer's agent experience. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's how we kind of
Yeah.
started
Started the
that.
research. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, very good. Well done. Yeah, I mean, see, it makes me feel so happy when, people have gone through the journey. People have used buyer's agents before, and then they've some people come with a baggage, like some people come with an expectation. Most of the time, it's good for us in a way, because then the reason they are going out of their existing buyer's agent and looking for someone else, because they must have missed something, they must have not felt it. um so it gives us more sort of, it's more passion, and I feel more confident that I have to prove ourselves in
Yeah.
a way
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
they don't go through the same experience again.
Yeah.
If I have to tell you my story also, right? The first property that we bought was through a buyer's agent.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that was a worst experience of our life. Actually, at some point in our mind, that triggered that, when you go through a bad experience, then you want to fix
Yeah.
it. And then you don't want anyone else to go through that experience. So we
Yeah.
eventually turned that into a business that we really want to help people by becoming a buyer's
That's
agent.
fantastic.
So,
Yeah.
that's so yeah, I mean, lot of learnings down the way. But I also want to dig into the process side of things, so I can understand if there's any room for improvements, or there's some recommendations that you can have for us to look at. So when we started, obviously we start with a very big strategy call where we take you through the process, the research, the platforms, our strategy, the various options we can look at. You remember that budgeting, the investment budgeting, portfolio budgeting that we do at the start. So that's first. And then obviously after sign up, we sit together, we do a brief refinement call where we look at all the requirements and expectations. So how was it for you, and how did that help you putting that foundation in place?
I think from our point of view, it was really good. I think you guys did an amazing job of understanding our requirements and giving us options and telling us how we can diversify.
It was very
Yeah,
detailed
it
as
was
well.
detailed.
Yeah,
Mm.
to be honest, as I said, we bought another property through a different buyer's agent prior to
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I could definitely see, there was so
It was
much
like she's in shock.
there, yeah,
She
there were
couldn't
so many
explain
gaps
anything.
between the processes, and also I never received an email from other buyer's agent listing out everything that we have discussed in the, onboarding session and the strategy calls,
Yeah.
listing out the entire requirements and asking, if we are aligned, are there any gap? No. So
And even
that,
the portal that you guys use is very
yeah,
superior. I really liked.
it's very user friendly.
Yeah, user friendly, and the
Okay.
kind of information that you give on the suburb and all that stuff, that was different
Yeah,
for us. The other ones didn't have.
yeah,
Mhm.
totally.
Yeah.
So
Everything
yeah.
is like the attention to detail is top notch. And yeah, I definitely did not experience that with other buyers agency.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
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 No, no, so good to know. So good to know. I'm actually changing my client portal. I'm not very happy with it right now. I mean, see, I'm not
So
happy
it's
with the
good to know
UI
that you
UI
have
side
high
of things.
expectations, high standards for yourself, which is, it's nice to deal with those people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, no,
that's good.
just the UI. I'm just not very good
Yeah, I
UI.
mean the color is a
Very
little
room
bit
for improvement.
outdated. Yeah, the color
Because
for
there
sure.
was
Yeah. Mhm.
there was a point in our sort of business where we wanted to invest in IT because we were just working, all the things were happening through WhatsApp, and it was just
Mhm.
too much. It was
Yeah,
overwhelming. We were
it's
not able to
overwhelming.
manage.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do something in IT, and then we invested some time and money to set that process,
Mhm.
and we fast tracked it because it was
Mm.
taking a long time. So we spent 3 months, which is still fast tracked.
Yeah.
But that's sort of the phase one side of thing is done. Now we are working on phase two, yeah, and to make it more polished and
Are you
more.
going to use the AI now, Wish?
Oh, 100%,
Yeah, because I'm
100%.
like, why
I
not?
am a
It's going to be
big,
more
I'm
cheaper,
big on
right?
AI.
Yeah.
I'm big on AI. I'm
Yeah.
actually
Nice.
working, yeah, just to give you a glimpse, one of my idea, it's called property matching. So what I'm going to do is I have obviously your brief documented, and I also have a property database. I'm going to
Mm.
use AI to do property matching. So when I look at your brief, the AI is going to give me, these are the 10 recommended properties which Raj and Neha are going to like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
makes sense.
So, and it's not very complicated,
Yes.
because the parameters are documented, right? So,
Yes.
yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now. Yeah, I've got lots and lots of ideas. I'm a big AI fan. So, yeah, I spend an hour every day looking at AI podcast and,
I know.
Google
It's a
anti-gravity
lot to
has
learn and
been.
implement, isn't it? Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
It's
Good on
just,
you. Yeah.
this world is moving so fast, so
Tell me
fast.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, coming back. So, yeah, in terms of the property that we bought, how did that work out for you? We obviously had lots and lots of properties that we looked at. Unfortunately, we also lost a deal because of building and pest. Then we moved out, and then we looked at another one, and then finally we zeroed on this Eight Reefs. And yeah, how did that process work out for you?
Well, I think, and then we feel, we secured the right property in the right area as well. To be honest, like now, we don't have any regrets on the
Losing that
property
property.
we
Yeah.
lost in Kirwan,
Yeah.
except the money we had to pay to the
Yeah, the
conveyancer,
building
Yeah.
which
construction.
again is out of
Oh
our
yeah,
control.
they
Yeah.
convincing.
But yeah, in the end, like even though this Delila property is slightly above our budget range, it
Hmm.
it worked in the end purely because of the the rental yields that this property is
Yes.
generating
Yeah.
compared to the Kirwan, and
Yeah.
that also helped us to get the right amount from the bank as well in the
Yeah.
form of loan. So yeah, it's a
Yeah.
win-win for both, in the end.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think we were quite, I especially was quite impressed with Pooja's confidence and, how certain she was because one of my main questions to Pooja before every offer that we would make for a property would be at what price are we going to walk away? That would be my question for Raj and Pooja
Yes.
because I'm like, for me, that's really important because I think sometimes when you get in the rat race of just trying to secure a property, and
Yeah.
especially after that experience, you're like desperate. Everybody's desperate to close the deal, right? You're sick and tired of the process. So then I was like, no, what is the walkaway price? And I think Pooja was very confident that, and she never even for a millisecond pushed us to close the deal for the sake of, getting rid
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah.
And I think that was genuine. And I think that's really, I guess, from our point of view,
Yeah.
differentiates you guys
Yeah.
from the rest. So yeah.
Oh, no, thanks for that. Yeah, so I've not seen a better negotiator than Pooja.
Yeah,
Literally.
she is, yeah.
If I record those phone calls, you'll be shocked. So it's just amazing what she does.
Yeah.
Really, really amazing. If
Yeah.
someone's saying 850, she'll start with 780.
Yeah.
She's I even
Good on her.
hesitate, but she doesn't hesitate,
Yeah.
and she always pulls the deal forwards. So yeah, that's her expertise for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
even
you
this property, she was like so feeling bad that she was like, "Oh, I can't believe it. I mean, you guys pay a little bit more." We were like, "It's okay, Pooja, we are fine with
She
it."
was
But she
planning
was
to get
like,
it for 720, but
"Yeah, yeah." For
it,
the
it
last, yeah, she was like, "Oh no, yeah." I was like, "Yeah, we won't
um
do
yeah,
it."
so obviously when when we crack couple of deals, like when Pooja is happy, when she's negotiating couple of deals, you should see how the satisfaction she has on the face.
Oh
My
God,
goodness.
I
Yeah,
can see. I
it's
would love to see that.
Um, no,
Yeah.
but you also pointed out a very good thing about not pushing you. So I've heard a lot of horror stories about buyers agents pushing people to, just go ahead with the deal. For us, it's more obviously we are not into volume business. We are not even aiming to get into that
Yeah.
level where we are just looking at numbers. We are still trying to have more like a customized and personalized experience where we only look at 6 to 7 clients a month so we can give enough attention to each and every one. Because if every purchase that we do is more like if we are doing it ourselves, we won't buy for you unless we are satisfied that we would have bought it for ourselves. So yeah,
True,
I'm
because
not
the
sure
quality
about.
will drop if you don't have same amount of, yeah, I guess. Yeah, true.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
how much can you fake it?
Yeah, yeah,
No,
true.
yeah, at some point you'll be like, yeah, I know. But yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, we have on an average, we've been presenting at least 10 to 15 properties to everyone. We
Nice.
haven't closed a deal. There's one person, actually, the exception is there. I was speaking to someone so that guy, we used to play cricket in Melbourne together. So he wanted to invest in properties, and then we had a call. We were actually having the strategy call. And
Mhm.
then, because he was a good friend, we showed him a property. It's like, this is a new property that has come in off market. It is in your budget. It's yielding this much in a very good location. Once you sign up, we'll try to get a deal for you. He's like, don't worry, just get me this deal. I don't want to see any other property. Just get me this
Mhm.
deal and I'm happy. We actually signed him up, and the next day we signed the contract. That was it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, true.
sometimes it happens, but it's just sometimes things just click. And that's
Yeah.
the thing about, I want to give people some exposure that buyer's agent is not just about presenting 10 properties and asking people to select one. Property search is just one part of our service. I think people need to understand that having a buyer's agent is more of enabling you to build a portfolio, helping you structuring it correctly, helping you strategize it correctly, and then everything else falls into picture, falls, in a way where if you have the right strategy, if you have the right structure, then it will help you extend to the next property or enable you to, have a portfolio.
100%.
Otherwise, if you jump straight into searching without understanding what outcome we are trying to achieve. So you would have heard us saying that we want to understand what we want to achieve first, and then we backtrack it. If
Yep,
you want to buy 6 properties, we backtrack it. How many do we buy this year? How many do we buy next year?
true.
How much equity
Reverse
do we need?
engineer, basically.
Yeah, reverse
Yep,
engineering, because
yep,
people needs to understand. People actually need to know why they're investing.
True.
yep.
So yeah, it's very important for everyone to understand the strategy first before getting into searching side of things. So I've actually done a framework. I've developed a framework which is on my website also. It's called 4M framework.
Hmm.
So it talks about investors match first. Do you have the mindset?
Hmm.
Actually, you want to invest, but do you know why you are investing? So that covers the mindset strategy side of things. Then obviously strategy comes and plays the most pivotal part in setting up the foundation for your portfolio.
Yep,
And then location is the third one, where which location is going to align to your strategy if you're
yeah,
looking for
100%.
growth, if you're looking for cash flow. And the fourth is the actual property match. Because even as you know, even within a suburb, there are streets, there are regions, there are pockets which are very different from each other. And all those parameters that we look at to
True.
find the right property. So yeah, if you get a chance, feel free to jump on the website
100%.
and download that framework. But yeah, I don't want to make this like a boring conversation. I
No.
just wanted to
Okay.
have, I want to end it on a note where overall, if you have to rate it out of 10, 10 being the best and 1 being the lowest, how would you rate us? And then we talk about the improvements also, but how would you rate us out of 10?
Oh, 10.
10. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
to be
second
honest.
thoughts.
Yeah, no second. See, because we've obviously come from the place where we've been our own bias agents and we've used one other bias agent. So this is
Right.
the only experience that we have. So from that, you guys are obviously the best. Yeah, from an improvement, I would like, I mean, you quite picky about your website and the portal and the colors. I mean, apart from the color, give
The
dark color,
process point
it's
of view,
yeah, it's
there's
still
nothing
fine.
I can really think of, to be honest. Again, like I'm
Yeah,
saying, the inspections also, I always thought, you guys were going beyond and above in
going to the suburb and
in
checking it out.
more than going to suburb,
Mm.
in working closely with the real estate agent as part of the,
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
final inspection and stuff. But how much more can we do? It's not going to be the same for every property, right?
yeah,
So
Yeah. Yeah.
again, I
Yeah.
don't think it's a improvement or anything, to be honest. But you guys are leading by example is what I can say.
yeah, 100% from
Yeah,
what
I
we've
have never
experienced.
seen that detailed inspections being done where the buyer's agent is constantly being in
Mm.
touch with the real estate agent to ensure that they're on top of it.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah,
you guys, that's why that's the reason why there's nothing for us to really give you guys anything below 10 rating.
yeah, and even the amount of properties you were able to source which have been off market.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
the other buyer's agent, I don't I really question the money I paid them, because I'm like, all of them were on the,
real estate.
they were
Oh,
like, it's a
they're
hot
on market.
property,
Yeah.
and they were all on market. Then I'm like, okay,
How many
great.
people are
Even not
competing
even,
for those properties?
yeah,
You can only
not
imagine.
even one property was off market. So I'm like, okay, what are you really doing here as a buyer's agent is what I would question, right? What am I paying for the money? So we've never had that experience. That there were plenty. I think majority of them were off
Yeah.
market. So
No, we
so yeah,
actually
that's a
pride ourselves. Yeah.
pat on the back for both of you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's why I keep telling to Neha, I guess it all comes down to the relationship that both Vish and Pooja has built over the years. And
Mm.
that actually makes the
sure.
difference. And that's
Yeah,
what we are seeing,
yeah,
from the properties
yeah.
that you
It's
guys are
quite
presenting.
evident. Yeah,
Yeah.
Without that
Yeah.
relationship that you guys have built over the years, this is not possible.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no, we actually pride ourselves with obviously relationships plays the most pivotal part in our business because 90% of our purchases are off market.
yeah.
I mean, it does set the wrong expectation, but yeah, we try to close it as many as much as off market. So
Tyler, what do you want?
okay, I'm not gonna take
Yeah.
more of your time. Thanks so much. This was
Okay.
really great. Anything else that you want to highlight or
Stay.
any other
Stay.
comment, complaint?
Nah, nothing else.
Nah, not
Just
really.
keep continuing, what you
Yeah,
guys are doing.
100%.
And
Yeah.
I hope there'll be many more buyers that will reach out to you. And I'm super confident that none of them will be disappointed with the decision that they're going to take.
Yeah, and next time we come knocking on your door, you have to give us a family discount.
Oh, you asked for it. Just name it and you'll have it.
Yeah, we have
No.
already, referred you guys to a couple
Yeah,
of our
so
friends. I think it's
Thank you
just
so much.
the market, and more than the market, because of all these changes that
Yeah,
the
yeah,
government has
yeah,
yeah, right
introduced,
now
it's challenging for everyone to come on
it's
board.
okay. Yeah. No, no, it's some turbulence that we have. It's
Yeah.
fine.
yeah.
It's fine.
So until this week, Google
Tyler,
View
what do you
was the
want?
model that was powering.
Sorry.
So,
Some video started. Okay, all right. No, I'm gonna let you go. Thanks so much for your time. Really
no
appreciate
worries.
it.
Thanks,
And
Vish.
yeah, all the best again, and we'll speak again soon.
Will do. Thanks, guys. See you, man.
Thanks,
Take
Raj.
care. Say
Bye-bye.
hi to Pooja. See you, man. Bye.